man whose body is not sore because he performed at SummerSlam and he was just throwing bodies around.
Hell yeah.
We're swinging chairs. We're dropping 5-knuckle shuffles.
What?
We're delivering a choke slam from the top of Cleveland Brown Stadium through the ring to that no good Austin Theory. Ladies and gentlemen, multiple platinum time artist, CMA New Artist of the Year, currently the man who has the #1 song on earth right now with Lonely Road alongside MGK, and also the guy who sang the song that is going to lead college football this season, including College Game Day.
Yes.
Friend of the program, Jelly Roll.
Somebody clip it and send it to me. I need that intro for the show, baby. That's going to be the arena tour intro, dog.
Oh, hey, if you want one of those, I can certainly give you one of those too, so we know who we're talking to. Right now, I'm just talking to the world that watches our show every day, which we don't understand. But what I do know is the world is listening to you, Jelly Roll. I went on Spotify this morning just to check your monthly listeners. 23 million monthly listeners. Hey, you fucking did it, Jelly Roll.
Let's go.
You did it, buddy. How's life? How are you feeling? And where are you right now?
Dude, it's unreal, man. I'm at the airport. I'm on my way to Las Vegas, Nevada. I've got a show with the Morgan Wallen tonight at Allegiant Stadium. I'm just coming off the SummerSlam choke of the year, baby. I'm feeling good. I'm on a McAfee show. I got to listen. Think about this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hyped. I've always wanted to be on the show. I'm a big fan. Boston, AJ, so good to see y'all. This is really cool.
It's an honor.
But this is super fire. But yeah, this is unreal. So imagine I had the SummerSlam theme song and announced the College Game Day theme song the same week.
Yeah, well, Jelly Roll, you've earned it all, bud. You know, you don't just fall to the top of the mountain, Bubba. This guy's been on tour for like 6 weeks straight.
Damn.
Okay, like 6 weeks straight, this guy's been living on a bus, grinding at the top of the mountain still, grinding away. Obviously, his pipes are golden, but this man's work ethic and the story that you have from where you come from to where you are to continuing to persevere, you're an inspiration to me. I told you this. You're an inspiration to me and many others, and it's great to see the good guy win. Now, with that being said, Get By is a song that'll be the song and the theme of college football. ESPN sent us a college football reel with the song on it. This is the debut, ladies and gentlemen.
Is this it?
This is it, Jelly! Go ahead, run that.
It is back.
The most electrifying thing.
Welcome to a new era of college football.
I light every bridge I see here just to watch it burn.
Watch it burn.
If you seen all the hell I seen, it make your stomach turn. I think you know.
We introduced the next head football coach.
We got a potential superstar on our hands.
We ain't coming no more.
We back. This place is gonna rock. I could tell some stories about some things you won't believe.
14 to 12.
College football is completely different.
We're going to see a lot of unexpected things happen.
I might hurt a little. I might work a lot. Counting down the good times, staring down the clock. Throw some hallelujahs to the big man in the sky. Show him Sunday morning looking just like last night. Yeah, that's how I get by. What a highlight. Oh, that's how I get by. Show up Sunday morning smelling just like last night.
Look at this.
I might hurt a little. I might work a lot.
This is about as good as it gets.
That's college football. Yeah, that's how I get by.
Never seen anything like it.
Lord, that's how I get by.
Hey, Jelly Roll, baby!
Let's go. That was my first time seeing it, McAfee, baby.
Yeah.
What about that, Bubba?
Hey.
What about that, Bubba?
Hey, Bubba, it was awesome.
Crazy.
And I saw you reacting. I recorded your reactions to it as you kind of got emotional and excited. Obviously, you're from the South. College football is a big deal. When you get this call to do this, how excited are you?
I tell people, man, it's real easy where I'm from, dude. It goes college football, Jesus, Leonard Skinner. It's in that order, man. People pick college football over Jesus because college came on Saturday, not Sunday. God made college football before he took a day off. You know what I'm saying? This is a big deal, dude. This is huge, man.
You crushed it, too. That song is a banger. Go ahead, AJ.
Hey, are you actually are you able to enjoy this moment that you're living in? I say all the time to Pat and them, like, hey, like people talk about the good old days, and I try to say, no, we're in the good old days always. Like let's create the good old days and just really enjoy it. It feels like you're actually someone who kind of embraces it and knows like, hey, this is a pretty awesome time in my life. I'm just going to continue going. And you're not like anxious or worried that it might end. Are you in the moment here and just enjoying everything?
Man, I'm so in the moment, dude. I practically don't have a phone. I mean, I am so present. Me and McAfee hung out in the green room the other day for an hour, and I don't think either one of us knew we had a phone. You know, I mean, everywhere we are, had the craziest moment. Undertaker's in there. I mean, it's the wildest experience ever, right? And I relate to y'all in the aspect of I too am living the dumbest life ever. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous that I'm fixing to get on a private plane to go play Allegiant Stadium with Morgan Wallen, and then I may or may not fly to go see Kill Tony at Madison Square Garden Friday just because I can. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's wild. You know what I mean? Just because that's my boy and he's making his debut there. It's cool, man. The Iowa State Fair Saturday, dude. I'm ripping and running, baby. I played Sturgis Tuesday. I'm on the road.
Yeah, so we're Sturgis, and then we're Vegas.
Connor?
Then we're New York.
I went Sturgis to Nashville. We're opening a new juvenile here in Davidson County. And, I was a product of the system here in my hometown, Pat. And we opened they did the groundbreaking today of the new juvenile, and they're putting my studio in that juvenile while they build it. So it's going to be really, really cool. So I flew back to Nashville just for that and now to Vegas for the show tonight.
Okay, so I saw you speak to Congress, whatever. I don't know which one they are. You spoke to somebody in D.C., and you gave an entire...
I spoke to somebody we didn't deserve to speak to.
Yeah, bingo. That's exactly. But as I'm watching, I'm like, these people need to speak to people like you more often. It feels like you are trying to make the world a better place with everything you do, which is why I think everybody kind of gravitates to you. How often do you think about like trying to change somebody who's potentially going down your road into making it a better one and showcasing to them like, hey, you can go to Kill Tony in Madison Square Garden one night and you go to Morgan Wallen the other, and you can be sitting in the same cell. Okay, because I was in there literally, and you could be that person. How often are you worrying about that, and how often do you think about that as like a role in your life?
Man, every day, Bubba. I made a decision whenever this thing started. I spent so long tearing people down that I want to build people up. You know what I mean? I was such a problem for such a long time that I'm now a solution. And I just think that it's important, man. I decided that I used to think I wanted to be happy, and I say it all the time. Now I just want to be useful. You know what I mean? Now I just want to be a purpose.
How your energy levels are absurd. We talked about this the other day. The way you described it different than me. It wasn't why I was asking you the question, but you always have juice. You always have energy. Have you always been this way?
Yeah, man. Now, you know what I mean? I'm just excited about life, and I'm starting to take my health more serious. I mean, dude, it's kind of like I'm not going to act like things aren't incredible right now. I mean, this is awesome. You know what I'm saying? This is really, really cool, man. Shout out my brother, Roger Vaughn. I know you're watching. Big fan of the show.
Hey, Roger Vaughn, what up, dude? Appreciate the hell out of you. You said you're worried about your health. Your thing is jelly roll, you know?
Yeah, right?
Do you worry about that? Do you worry?
Yeah, we might just get rid of the roll and just be jelly. Just let it jiggle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We might get rid of the rolls and keep the jelly. I think I'd still be sexy in me.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You'd be toned and ripped up. Are you trying to get fit? Is that a goal right now?
Yeah, man. I mean, I got to by next year, dude, because I got unfinished business in the WWE.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You walking in absolutely jacked would be amazing. As we hit a hard out here on ESPN, we'll continue on YouTube, ESPN Plus, and TikTok Live with our conversation with Jelly Roll, who you obviously know.
This is crazy. We're on
you should
ESPN.
listen more to. Yeah, we're on ESPN. We're out right now, Jelly Roll, actually. We'll see you tomorrow.
Love y'all.
Yeah, bingo. And you're going to be on ESPN all year, though, with that Get By.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's still crazy to me that y'all are on ESPN. Though,
Yeah,
for one.
yeah, Jelly.
Same.
Mr. Jelly. Yeah, I think you and I, Chad, you've been watching for a long time. The fact that we're on ESPN is very stupid as well. And we all share.
It's part of the dumbest life ever, man.
Boom, you and me both. Con Man's got a question for you, Jelly.
Yeah, Jelly, honored to talk to you. I saw a tweet from you, I think a couple weeks ago, maybe even a month ago when the Eminem album came out. What was it like kind of being in the studio with him? Because he is such an icon for such a long time. And how has that experience helped you, recording your future music?
It's really cool. I actually didn't get there when we recorded. This is Inside Baseball. I wasn't there when he recorded the record, but we'd sent the record over and he'd sent it back whenever he had finished it. But when we finally got to meet, and we've hung out a few times now, the first time I met him, I talked so much I had to tell him I was sorry I was talking so much.
Yeah,
you ever been that nervous that you finally just admitted you're like, I'm sorry, I'm just talking too much.
Yeah. Feels like I've dominated this conversation. That's on me. Next time maybe we'll learn something about you. Yeah, got it. Yeah.
And I was just so nervous, and he's so like naturally stoic. You know what I mean? Like Marshall's like stoic like that, like in real life. He's funny though. He's real funny, but it's like that real kind of that different kind of funny, So it was really cool, man. He's I left. It was one of those things where I met my hero and I wasn't disappointed.
Okay, speaking of your hero being Marshall, which is cool. That's got to be cool you're on that. Marshall. Yeah, I just hit up Marshall.
Yeah, no big deal.
Eminem. But now at this point, it feels like you've probably met everybody and everybody's a fan of yours. Anybody in the business that's come up to you and said like, hey, I love listening to your music, that has really, sent you into a little bit of a fucked up, like, wow, I cannot believe this person knows who I am. Happens to me all the time. Whenever you told me that you watched the show, I was like, damn, that's like really, really cool. Anybody else like that in the music business to you?
The biggest one is, and I don't know if this is even true, but when I played Pine Knob, which is in Detroit, Michigan, it's on a place called Bob Seger Way. I'm a huge Seger guy.
Hell yeah.
Right? Like, I am a Seger dude. And this sweet old man pulls up to the backstage of this amphitheater and jumps out. And this is what the arena tells me. And I don't know if this is true or not. They said this was like Bob's tour manager or right-hand man his whole career. And he showed up and he was like, hey, Bob couldn't make it, but he wanted me to drop Jelly Roll something off. And they gave me this big gift box of like all these old Bob Seger records and old Bob Seger merch and hats and stuff. And it was like the fact that Bob Seger might know who I am. I cried in my green room that night. I didn't even meet Bob Seger. I cried just thinking that they might be telling me the truth that he knows who I am.
And also a really cool move if they're lying to you. Like, hey, Bob Seger, fucking. Also nice.
If they went and bought them off from the record store.
Bob Seger's here and just going, wait a fucking. Somebody tell that guy.
Buy him a bunch of Bob Seger shit and tell him he sent it.
That's good hospitality. Do you feel like you got to do that to other people now who potentially look up to you? Because obviously you've been in country here for just such a short time, but in music as a whole, obviously, I told you I've been listening to the Jelly Roll since we were rapper Jelly Roll.
Yes, baby.
And I assume, and you showcased that on a couple of those songs, you had the pipes, but until you fully commit to singing through this entire thing, I assume you feel obligated to tell younger people in music if you're a fan or if they're good, because it could change their entire trajectory almost?
Yeah, for sure. And I try to go out of my way to do it. Have y'all heard of Tucker Wetmore?
I'm right
This kid's buzzing pretty hard right now. It's he's like a young kid that's really killing it. Him and Jackson Dean are a couple that I reach out to often. Jackson Dean's killer. Write down Jackson Dean. You will love Jackson.
I got Tucker Wetmore.
Tucker, I'm not sure you'll love him. He's got good music, but Jackson's more your speed. He's an outlaw. But I just reached out to both of them just blindly. I don't even know if they knew who I was. Just like, hey, I just want you to know I'm a fan. And I hit Tucker and was like, yo, he's exploding like really fast. And I was like, hey, I know that feeling, man, that rocket. When it starts riding, you don't expect it. If you need somebody to bounce something off of, call me. So I try to always be the mentor if I can. Dude, I'm fucking 40. You know what I mean? It's like I'm kind of the OG by accident in this game in our genre anyway.
OG, you're like the grizzled rook. You're like the grizzled rook in this entire thing. Perfect guy.
Yeah, I'm the veteran in the locker room. I'm Miz.
Hey,
I'm Miz back here.
What a legend.
You know what I'm saying?
What a legend.
Right? What a legend. Absolute legend. Yeah. I'm Miz. You know what I'm saying?
But you got some titles.
That side of the Miz.
And you got rhythm. Miz can't even say, what's up at the right time. But he is. We love the Miz around here. Go ahead, AJ.
Joe, is there anyone that you haven't worked with that you want to that's kind of like on your bucket list or whatever that you can maybe collab with? And also, anything that you haven't done? Like, do you want to jump into some acting? Also, have you met Tom Cruise? Have you come across him? Because I would imagine that'd be tough. If Tom tells you he likes your stuff, that would be tough. You could probably just pass out and die.
That'd be crazy. I don't want to name drop, but I do. Sylvester Stallone knows I'm a human, and he likes my stuff, and that was cool.
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton reached out. That was cool. Nice. Those were the ones that I was like, this is cool. You know what I'm saying? I tell you a Billy Bob Thornton story I probably shouldn't tell. I hope you don't hate me for this. The day of the CMTs, he's presenting an award, and I hug him backstage because I'm a huge Billy Bob fan. I'm like, oh, shit, it's Billy Bob. And I'm hugging him, and he whispers in my ear, he said, you better not tell nobody, but I hope you win this thing. I just started shaking. And so he presents the award, the final award that night, and I win, and he gives it to me. And when I hug him, he whispers in my ear, he goes, I told you. The coolest. Yeah, I'd love to act, though, AJ, man. I'd love to get into acting. I want to tell stories, and I don't know that I'll always do it in music form. You know what I mean? I love storytelling. I think it's the plight of an artist, and I just want to tell more stories, whether that's in the WWE universe or whether that's in the world of acting or just writing scripts or just writing songs for other people. I just want to continue to tell stories any way I can.
You've mentioned WWE a couple times. You grow up as a fan. Obviously, you and I chatted about this behind scenes, but like anytime some outsider comes into wrestling, as wrestling fans, we understand how wrestling fans can react sometimes. So I understood that there was a chance that people were going to hate me, but boy, everybody in Cleveland loved Jelly Roll. And then the internet's reaction to what you did massive. Everybody's like, you were made for this. You were made for this. How did it feel in there? You had to feel damn good.
It felt so good. I'm watching the clip with y'all right now like a little nerd. I can't quit watching this clip, by the way, McAfee. I never watch back interviews or shows or nothing, and I've watched this clip. Look at this. Shimmy, shimmy, shuffle. Boom, bam. Look at that dude. Butter bomb biscuits, baby.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's some real jelly power, baby. That's some real jelly power. But everybody loved it, man. Everybody loved it. And your performance at the beginning, you got Big Cody on the drums.
Legend.
Yes. Oh, dude, stop it. Cody's going to lose his mind right now. Our whole band watches this show every single day. Pork Chop, there he is. You don't know what this picture has done for his ego. He immediately wanted to start flying first class. He sent an email the next day and requested a different flight.
He said, excuse me, yesterday's seat is not today's seat. I don't know because I got a chance to meet him before the show. Like, Jelly talked about, we were in his green room beforehand. Taker came by. A couple of the people that have been for the WWE for a long time have been there. We chit-chatted a little bit. I think there was some THC that was presented at some time.
Oh,
you know, it was it was a good time. It was we had a blast in there. When this dude walked into the room, I literally saw him and I said, holy fuck, what is that? And he responded the same thing back, you know? So he obviously a fan of the program, but I've never seen a more electric looking human.
Yeah.
And then whenever you guys came out to perform in that ring, he's performing. He is, like, you know how drummers are normally sitting down or whatever? He's standing doing his entire, he's a weapon. The dude is an absolute
He stands
weapon.
and starts making people clap. He's the guy.
Yeah,
No, he is the dude, man. He's our rock and roll star, dog. He's our dude, man. He's our AJ Hawk.
Oh, can he?
Wow, I can't compare to that guy. I can't compare to him. No.
To the question you just kind of answered there a little bit, let's head to Hammer. Ton Diggs.
Yeah, Mr. Roll, and I'm still going to call you Mr. Roll because next year you'll just be Mr. Jelly. But I wanted to ask you because AJ said, do you have any people that you want to perform with or whatever? And Pat talked about your musical background before country. What do you think about Posty and what he's doing? Because he's playing literally with all the biggest stars. Do you have any aspirations of you and Post doing something together?
Man, I don't. It's a great place to say it. I should say it here. I'm on Post Malone's album. I'll be on Post Malone's album. It's coming out next Friday.
Okay.
Big week for the boy. Big week for the boy. It's called Loser. I love this song. This song is one of the coolest songs. Ernest wrote it with Post. They sent it to me. I thought it was one of the greatest songs ever. I think what Post is doing is magical, man. I think that it's so cool. I think him and Morgan connecting was the two biggest artists on earth connecting at the biggest. I mean, this is Wallen's third year of having the song of the summer, right? So let's just think about what Post, the eyes that are on country music, right? I'm one of those guys, man. I'm not like one of these purists that's weird. I'm like, the more eyes on what we do, the better. I don't care how you find us, just come one, come all. And I think Post is shining great, and he's doing it so right. Dude, that dude played Stagecoach. Have y'all ever been to Stagecoach?
I don't think so.
If I play it next year, please. I know Saturdays are busy for y'all, but this is a spring Saturday. But it's the biggest night in country music, 70, 80,000 people. It's where Coachella happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like that big of a deal. 80,000 people. Post Malone opens up for who did he open up for that night? Do you remember? I don't remember who had the stage that night, but he wasn't the main act. He was direct support, and he did 1 hour of country music cover songs.
Oh, that's awesome.
He didn't play one Post Malone song. This dude is one of the only artists ever to have 3 different diamond singles ever, and he didn't sing one of them. That's how pure Post. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry I went on a rant there, but I sing Post Malone's praises from the rooftop because people are not singing it enough. He has been a blessing to country music. He's done it right. He has honored the genre so perfectly. He put 14 of the biggest country music artists on earth on his album. I think he only has 3 country songs that don't have a feature.
Yeah, so he's trying to pay his respects, I think, to the people that are currently in there while also wanting to experience and create some country music. He's from Texas. You know, there's a chance he listened to country music growing up in this entire thing. And
y'all know his first YouTube was that him singing that Bob Dylan song. Have y'all ever seen that when he was like 16? He's like singing a Bob Dylan record with a guitar.
I don't know if I saw that video. I did see an old Post Malone video.
Yeah, a little different.
There's a different one.
Oh, y'all seen him dancing. Y'all seen the when he was wearing the butt cheek shorts.
Yeah.
The butt cheek shorts was not a good look, Posty. But he's
okay, so you're on the album. That's a big deal. Blake's on the album. Morgan's on the album. Jelly Roll's on the Luke Combs on the album. Damn.
Tim McGraw. I think Tim McGraw's on the album.
What?
Jacked.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So jacked.
With the green grass grows?
It's
You ever work
crazy.
out with Tim? You ever work out with Tim, Joey? That dude is jacked.
No, but Russell Dickerson said that the tour workout, he makes everybody on tour work out with him, and it is brutal. Russell Dickerson's like a machine too, dude. He's a weapon, and he was like, yo, this dude beat me down.
That's what you're getting in shape for. You're trying to train. You're trying to tour with McGraw here in like 2-3
Like, well,
years.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's like the
That
Olympics.
dude is getting. Yeah, we're two totally different people, man. I'd love to tour with him, but I'd be like, look, I'll work out with you if you smoke a joint with me. You know what I'm saying?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
We'll balance it out.
trade.
We go to my little tent afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
I'll do your hill run and amphitheater run before the show, but after the show, you need to make an appearance with my people.
They're pushing sleds up hills, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, but this is what you're going to look like 2-3 years, Jelly.
Bingo.
Yeah. Golly, dude.
Hey.
I don't think I'll ever look like that bad. I don't think I'll ever
I have
look
faith.
like
I have faith. I have faith in Jelly. I have faith. The so Post, starts in rap and then comes into country music. You same thing. You always had this voice though? Like you always had this voice?
I guess I didn't know it though. My whole family was horrible singers, and I just thought I was one of the other drunk alley cats. I just assumed we all sucked together. You know what I'm saying? Because every time we'd sing, we sounded really bad. So, and then I was afraid to open up. So in my early mixtape, like you remember this record, because when you said this to me, I almost cried. You were like, this one of them songs that they put on when you on the interstate, then you feel alone. Yeah, and
When
the band
everything's
plays
wrong.
on.
Yeah. Banger.
So
with Lil White.
I didn't know I was singing back then. Shout out my Bubba Lil White, still my Bubba today. I didn't know I was singing back then, because now I would have sung it more like, I just woke up. I mean, I hope it don't say. But this one of them songs that you put on when you on the interstate and feeling all alone, when everything is wrong and the band plays on. Right? I didn't know I could do that then.
Little sauce on that thing.
Songs
Yeah.
you put on. So I was trying then. I just didn't know. You know?
God.
I had no formal training. I have
When'd
no
you find
music
out?
theory
When'd you find
training.
out? When'd you find out that you could really sing?
I was singing old time rock and roll for karaoke at a bar. Back to Bob Seger. She, it's my go-to. You got a go-to karaoke song?
Cup of Life, Ricky Martin. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, AJ?
I do not
AJ, you
have
got
one. I'm open for suggestions if you think there's any good ones out there.
AJ's not
Con
singing
man,
karaoke.
anybody on the panel? Come on, somebody confess a sin here.
Toto Africa is probably one of the go-tos.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah, these are for people that can't sing. You see, Cup of
Bingo.
Life, Ricky Martin is like, here we go, and then the rest of the place goes, ole, ole, ole. So I
That's it. Pick a song everybody knows. That's why I do rock and roll. Just take those old rock songs. Yeah. So I'm just fucking with it. And a producer comes up to me and goes, yo, we worked that day and we did like some rap stuff. And he was like, why are you not doing that? And I was like, I'm bad at it. He was like, you're great at it. We need to do that. And I was like, all right. And sure enough, it was that easy for me.
Yeah, and you are.
Shout out that guy.
And yeah, shout out to that producer, that karaoke night, that song, Bob Seger, but also the fact that you sound exactly like the Spotify whenever you're performing live. Like in Cleveland, you and I were literally smoking 15, 20 minutes before that. So smoke, the whole thing, you never know. On the road for 6 weeks, could have some congestion. Didn't see you inhaling any steam or doing anything like that. And then he walks out there and it's like, what was it, God Bless America? And then right into Liar, which is take some real singing in there. It's like you didn't miss a beat.
Liar's a high note.
Yeah, you're good. You hit the whole thing. I was so impressed. I was so damn impressed because it wasn't like the song was playing. That was you fucking singing. So it was, that was awesome.
Thank you. And you know what? I'll be honest enough to tell you, when it works, and sometimes it don't, right? Because I'm still so new to singing. Some nights I'll just go out there and blow it or miss it. But when I got it, baby. I'm learning so much. I'm playing the guitar more every day. I'm turning into something, man.
Hey,
God gave me this seat. I'm taking it serious.
Honing the craft, which we're all thankful for. Ty has a question for you.
Yeah, Jelly, you mentioned Allegiant Stadium tonight. I don't think you've ever played the Iowa State Fair, but that's a great venue. They're going to go fucking ape shit for you there.
That's top 10 state fair.
It is. It's
top 10 state fair.
It is unbelievable. Make sure you kind of mosey around and check out the sights and sounds because it will knock your socks off. But in terms of venues as a whole, is there one that kind of stands above the rest in your mind, or one that you haven't played yet that you're like, oh, I need to go, tear the house down at this place?
Oh, great question, man. I love the Gorge. Is beautiful in Washington. Have y'all ever been to the Gorge? The Gorge or Red Rocks are the two prettiest amphitheaters Yeah, it's in America for sure. I haven't traveled abroad too much, but those are great. If you've never been to see a show at the Gorge, it's awesome. I want a headline. I got to open up for Eric Church 2 nights there last year, but I really want to. It's a different thing when you play a venue and it's not your house than when it is your house. You know what I mean? It's two totally different feelings. So I want to go back there really bad. Favorite place to play, though, is always back home. Back home, and I'm not just saying this because of y'all. I swear, either back home, Columbus, Ohio, or Indianapolis, Indiana. Those 3 cities are the 3 cities I've been going to the longest, and it's always pandemonium. When we played the Ruoff Amphitheater last year, 25,000 people, the walls shaking. They said it was the loudest concert they've had there in 10 years.
Yeah, we love you here, bud. We absolutely
Indiana's
love you here.
different, man. It is different. Dude.
Yeah, that amphitheater, I did not know, like you go from theater shows or like, I guess, room shows to theater shows, which like a couple thousand, you know, can get up to 6,000. I think in theaters, 7,000, 8,000 in some theaters. I assumed that the amphitheaters were smaller than the arenas. I thought then you go theater, amphitheater, arena. Arena like 18,000, 16,000, 15,000 on the high end. These amphitheaters, the one in Indianapolis, you said 25,000, 26, like that is so many. Huge. Those amphitheaters
there's
are
so
huge.
many like that.
I did not know that.
Buffalo, New York ones, the Verizon one outside of Boston. There's I can name them all them old summer shed tours, the Lollapaloozas back in the 90s. That's where the Lollapalooza tours went. They started the sheds in like the late 70s and early 80s. So this is the difference between the two. The arena show is more prestigious as an artist because we get to I'm doing my first full arena, all arena tour this year.
Hey, let's go.
And thank you, brother. Big deal for me. 57 cities, tickets available at jellyroll615.com. Shameless plug. This is the biggest show on the fucking.
Not a shameless plug, not the biggest show, but hell yeah, we will be there. We will be there.
Yeah. Please, y'all come. But it's like when I get to do an arena, you get to build your production however you want it. The arena is like a blank slate. Where when you do an amphitheater, that's why the arena tickets cost more. Amphitheater tours are cheaper because the sound and infrastructure is already built.
Got it.
But in an arena, I get to build every light in the house. I get to hang every light from every ceiling, every direction. I get to build every stage. I have multiple stages on this next tour. Like, it's crazy. When you come see the setup, I'm touching every part of this arena.
Are you getting sent up out of the sky like Rey Mysterio back in the way up out of the stage? You know what I mean?
Listen, man, I'm going to say this, and I say this with love and respect, and I hope this encourages people. I believe we're going to put on the best tour of this year. I think production-wise, there will not be a better tour this year, respectfully. And these are all my friends that I'm saying this about. You know what I mean? I've been to all their shows, and I love them. I'm telling you, man, I spent the money. I was not afraid, Pat. You'd be proud. Hey. I put my balls on the table, dude. It is crazy.
Hey, but the ROI is going to be worth it. You know, anytime you invest in something, the payback always comes around. You know, the universe is a real thing. So
that's it.
We're
putting on a good show.
I can't wait.
That's all that matters.
I can't wait to see the Beautifully Broken tour whenever you come to our town. I can't wait to see it in another town if I happen to be near that town whenever the show's happening. And I can't wait to experience Saturdays alongside your song, Get By, which is available when? Do we know when Get By is going to be out?
Hey, here's my manager, John Manili. When's Get By get out there? Ask me. When we putting it out? August 23rd. We got a release date.
Let's go. So we have Get By on August 23rd. Lonely Road's out right now with MGK. And Liar, which was the single that was the song of SummerSlam, which is an absolute banger, will be a part of an album that's coming out
in the fall time coming out. Have we announced the album release date yet, or can I do that here on Pat McAfee Show too? Can I release that album release date yet or no? October 11th.
Let's go! All right.
My manager looked me in the eye and said, technically, no. And I'm like, October 11th.
Okay, we didn't hear that. We'll dump it. October 11th, something magical's coming, though. We'll dump it. We'll dump it.
It's gonna be a big fall.
Hey, Jelly Roll, we appreciate you. Safe travels to Allegiant and to Madison Square Garden and everywhere else that you head to. We can't wait to see you on the road. What you're putting out into the world, I'm happy to hear that it's coming back tenfold. You're enjoying it. You're the right guy for this platform, and we love you, man.
I love y'all more, man. Really, the whole crew, bro. I love all y'all, man. We are truly, my band is a fan. This ain't no shit we're talking. We're not one of these artists coming and blow y'all like the only way we consume sports is through this show. This is it. This is the only way. Even if we hear of a sports breaking, we Google the news and then put McAfee beside it show to see what y'all say about it first. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that's
I
a lot
love
of-
y'all, man. Y'all have changed culture, man. It's been really, really. Nobody gives y'all's flowers enough. Y'all deserve it. Y'all have earned it. You fucking yins fucks. You don't. I don't know if you really deserved it, but you definitely earned it. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody deserves what we have right now, but we've earned it. We appreciate you. You're the best, ladies and gentlemen.
I love y'all, boys.
We love you too.
McAfee.
Yeah, we love you
Bye-bye.
too. Jelly roll, brother.